Okay, guys, if you are looking at this, you are trying to apply for the dual credit class over the summer, or you might be one of my students who is trying to apply to get into it next fall during the school year. So the first thing you must do is you need to go up to apply, and you're going to go down and you're going to apply using the Take Flight application. You read through this. Obviously, you're not in Europe, you're in the United States. So are you currently in Europe? It's no. And then you're going to put in your information. Now, I want to just make up some information for myself. And I'm going to put in my actual email address, because that'll be important to make sure it's an email address that you can access. So if you access it on your personal email or your Jefferson County email, doesn't matter. I personally would always do your Jefferson County email, because if for some reason you can't get access to your personal email address, at least you can go through your teacher or my at school and get your email. All right. Would you like to share a different first name? You choose. I'm going to say no. Are there any other last names? I want to say no. I'm going to put my birthday. And I'll just continue on. If you have a different phone number, you're more than welcome to. And if you'd like to receive, I would actually click yes, because then that way you'll get information through it. So the key thing here, guys, is that you need to make sure you do dual credit student. That's what you are. Are you taking dual credit while you're still in high school? Obviously, unless you've graduated. If you've graduated, you can't do this because you're no longer a JCPS student. So you are going to be there. And then you're going to click yes. Mine's probably going to pop up saying I may not be able to do it because I've already done this once. We shall see. Oh, okay. So now I'm going to log in and finish my application. And if you did your you clicked on that text message that they send you messages, mine actually sent mine to my cell phone number. And so I'll put my PIN number. And it really doesn't matter if you look at this, because I'll end up not completing this, and you really can't do anything beyond that. Log in. Then I have to put in a password. I would make sure it's a password that you're comfortable with, that you remember. All right, so that's step one. Now that you have the Take Flight application, the next step is that you need to go and you click on here in dual credit application. This is where you got to work on everything. It's pretty simple. Let me just you start on it, you hit continue, and you start filling everything out. Let me preface on there's a few things that you need to make sure you do and you complete for this application to be done. This includes something from your parents. So the first thing is that you fill all this out. If you're a Mr., if you're a Mrs., it's whatever, doctor, it doesn't matter. Other last names, fill all this out, put your information, your address, home phone number. Again, see how I put yes. For doing text communications, it's very nice. Gender pronouns, you continue on. Do you live in the United States? I'm assuming you do, since you're taking this. And when do you current state or country? So rough idea, guys. I've had people who apply for this. They've only lived for 1 month in the United States. I've had people who have lived their entire. It doesn't matter. Rough idea. Are you a U.S. citizen? If you are not a U.S. citizen, that is okay. So you just put no. I'm not a U.S. citizen. I have plenty of people who are. They've immigrated from Guatemala and Cuba. They're not a U.S. citizen, but they're still able to take this class. That is not an issue. Hispanic, Latino, keep on going down. You fill all this out. This is one of the important things. You need to have at least one parent or guardian on file. The reason for that is that because you're not 18, there has to be somebody who is legally obligated to make sure everything is taken care of. With that being said, this is just a formality that they have to do. If you are free and reduced lunch, this is automatically paid for you. If you're not free and reduced lunch, there is a highly possibility that you will have to pay for this. It's roughly $300. It's very, very inexpensive, but majority of you guys should be free and reduced lunch. I think like 90 to 95% of our students are free and reduced lunch. Okay. So, are you taking classes through UL Special Program or on our campus, or are you signing up for college? So you're going through a school's program right now. This is what I've been told to do. I know it kind of sounds weird. I'm taking courses on my own, but this if this is incorrect, then they haven't changed anything. You are going to do English, math, communications. Keep on going. And of course, when do you intend taking dual credit? That's the summer. Here you have to add your high school. Guys, bear with me. Sometimes the spelling of our high schools are a little wonky in this. For whatever, where I teach at Marion C. Moore, it's spelled really funny on how it's done. But for whatever reason, if you're at a school, and let's say high school, let's just say Central. Obviously, there's a lot of Central. You put Central, and then just put Louisville, and it'll pop up. So play around with that. If you have issues, make sure you message me because we'll have to talk to IT. Every now and then, it's really, really difficult to figure out, find your school, but it should be pretty straightforward. So, if your parents, guardians, or grandparents, did they graduate from U of L? That's question number one. What's the highest level of education? Guys, if you don't know, then you just put don't know. Okay. Do you participate in needs-based program? This is free and reduced lunch, guys. The majority of you guys are free and reduced lunch. I would choose yes, unless you know for certain that you are not. Okay. If you click on yes, then you're eligible to take this for free. I'm unsure how they're going to check on that, but if you're not, then we have a grant that is paying for kids who are free and reduced lunch right now. If that changes and it's for everybody, then I'll let you guys know. But I would choose yes unless you know very specifically that you are not free and reduced lunch. And then would you like disability related accommodations at U of L? Guys, I need you to understand that um, if you have a 504 or an IEP through school, that many of the 50 that it does not translate over to U of L. If it is a severe issue, then we need to get you into contact with the ADA office at U of L because they are the ones who take care of it. It is not something that I take care of. It's not something that your registration takes care of. It's a completely separate thing. And I will say that they are a tad bit more stringent than high school. So, for instance, ADHD, unless it is a severe case and there's documentation, it'd be very difficult on certain things. But I wouldn't stress out about that too much. But just realize that if you do have an IEP or 504, then we need to get you in contact with the disability office if you think you might need help. Okay, this should all be no. Nobody should be arrested, hopefully. Signature, sign your full legal name, and then watch. When you click review, it'll show you everything you did. So obviously, I didn't turn anything in. The one thing that many people don't know or don't remember or don't have on them is their social security number. You do not need that for this class. So the place where there is one, I want to say don't remember if it's in personal background. I think there's a place on here for social security number. I don't remember, but it'll ask you for it. If you don't know it, don't worry about it. That is purely for FAFSA, so that way, when you do go to college and you fill out your FAFSA form, that it can connect you to this. So again, social security number is not important for those who are. If you just are an immigrant and like you don't have a social security number, we're fine. You don't need that right now. It's not for that. It'll be for when you actually go off to college, not for this. Okay. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. Please do this soon. I'm trying to get this is the next step, and then supposedly you're able to register for class, but they have not given me the actual way of doing that for the dual credit kids. So as soon as I let you know, as soon as I know, I will let you know. I will say this that we have we have a cap of 25 kids at 10 a.m., 25 at 1 p.m. It is a first come first serve. It is not. You can email me all if I am at 25 at 10 a.m. I have no way of saying yes. You're more than welcome to come. So that is above my pay grade. That is above me. It's not like high school where they can just come and talk to. You can ask the teacher and they say yes. So if there is a very specific time that you're wanting, I would make sure that you keep an eye on your email. As soon as I get how to register for the class, I will let you know and make sure you get on that. Please make sure that you have taken AccuPlacer. I'm getting clarification. If you have I believe a 21 or 22 on the ACT or above, you do not need to take the AccuPlacer. I'm also getting clarification on the scores that you actually need on what test in the AccuPlacer. That is still all up in the air on a few things. My hope is that if you qualify to do dual credit through JCPS in the fall, that there's no reason why you can't take it with me in the summer. But again, that's above my pay grade. I'm a JCPS teacher. I am not a U of L teacher, and that is going above a lot of rungs. If you have any questions, please reach out to me, and I will answer them as quickly and as efficiently as possible. But sometimes I have to wait on other people.